Dude.
Okay.
Okay. First question I like to ask. Okay. Because so many people sitting there saying it's your fault because you don't want to better yourself. You want to explain to the audience how you ended up in the situation you ended up in? I know when I wound up homeless, it's because of loss of employment.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it starts mostly. There's loss of employment, and then over a period of time when you can't find a job or people are not willing to give out jobs, eventually wherever you're staying at or whoever you're staying at gets fed up if you're not able to find a job or claim that you're not looking for a job when you're actually out every single day trying to find it. And then eventually you just get kicked out onto the street, pretty much.
Okay.
The job is usually what starts it all.
Okay. With you two being homeless, you've met other homeless people in Jacksonville. How bad is the homeless situation here in Jacksonville?
Me personally, I've only seen about 3 or 4 others. I'm not sure about Brain over here.
It's worse than we want to admit, to be honest.
Yeah, even we don't want to admit it half the time.
Right. Okay, what makes it hard to find a job with you being homeless?
Well, mostly when you're filling out applications, one thing on there is place of residence. When you're homeless, you don't have a place of residence to put down on the application. And half the time when they see that, they don't want to do anything. That's the first thing they usually will see, next to a phone number, known address, and all that. First thing they see is why you don't have a place to stay. And then when you have to explain to them that you're homeless, they're like, we give it to the hiring manager, let them look at it and put it right on the bottom of the stack, pretty much.
You think a lot of business owners and managers that do hiring are more judgmental because of the way you look when you walk in a place to apply for a job because you don't have the cleaner clothes and the clean experience, the clean appearance?
I think half of them sometimes care, and that's half of them believe that. Well, they just walked in, noticing that you have a hard sign out, so that happens. What makes them suspicious after that is when they try to call you in for an interview. If for some reason, let's just say your phone just got shut off, can't get a hold of you, or your phone got stolen, can't get a hold of you. And if you're able to still be able to get a hold of it and go, it's the second portion of them seeing you. Then on top of that is when they decide right there and then if you're going to get hired or not.
Okay.
But most people, that's pretty much it. There are some that will just look past it and look at how you are personally and determine if you're good enough to be hired or not. What about you? Same.
Pinky talks more than the brain.
Hey, is that not how it goes?
Well, I know when I was homeless, it took us a good 6 months to get back on our feet. I mean, we didn't have a place to go, so and I'm with agreement with you, without an address
or address,
or a telephone, they do kind of like look at that application and kind of toss it into the trash.
Even though they're supposed to legally hold it for 60 to 90 days.
Right. Or there's temporary services that you can go to, and they send you to job sites. Without a transportation, a lot of homeless people can't even go to the temporary services to get a job.
And all the temporary services I know is legally located in Little Rock and North Little Rock.
There's one in Sherwood.
I did not know that part. I didn't know that.
We have one here?
No, in Sherwood.
Nope.
In Sherwood.
The closest one to here apparently is Sherwood.
Sherwood. So
I thought the closest one was North Little Rock since they're a lot closer.
So there's a temporary service in Sherwood, but without a proper bus system
or vehicle,
or a vehicle, it's harder to get to these temporary places, let alone the job site.
That's true.
So that makes it harder for the homeless to get back up on their feet.
Yeah. For a homeless person, depending on where you're located, you have to either find somewhere where it's hiring and near the area that you're technically sleeping at to be able to get the job. And then on top of it, you have to figure out a way to groom yourself to get the job. And then when you do get the job, where you're sleeping, you have to make sure, okay, I'm gonna groom myself today for a job. Where am I gonna go to do it?
Which restaurant has a bathroom that I can get into and wash off real quick, noticing?
Yeah, and most places won't even let you do that half the time.
No, I mean, there's a lot of places that won't even let the homeless come into the restaurant. So that makes it even harder to try to find a place to wash off the. What about clean clothes? If you don't have any money, how are you washing your clothes?
Just lucky enough for someone to walk by and hand you some money. If someone, since I've been homeless, I have seen at least 5 people brave enough and kind enough to hand me at least $5. The highest amount someone handed me was maybe a 20 out of all those people I've seen.
So out of all the panhandlers that you've seen in Jacksonville, how often have you been on the street with panhandling for money to buy something to eat, to wash your clothes, get a night in a motel room, to be able to take a bath?
True homeless people don't do that. True homeless people don't panhandle. People who's panhandling is pretty much just out there getting money to bypass the drugs, to buy for the drugs. And the thing is, my friend here seen on Facebook or somewhere at one point in time that someone was doing the panhandling system just to watch, had him and his daughter next to them, a sign saying, "Need money for daughter's medicine."
I've seen that one.
They gave money. The next day, he told his daughter to just go somewhere and watch this, and change the sign saying, "Need money for drugs." And immediately 70% more people start giving out money.
I've seen that video.
Kind of like the Marvin cattle group.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I know they stand at Walmart here in Jacksonville panhandling all the time, and they've got a vehicle, and they do it with their children, and it's not to support their children in their home, it's mainly their drug addicts.
Yeah, that's why true homeless people don't do that, because they know they don't want to be associated with those type of people.
Would you be willing to take a drug test to get a job?
Oh yeah, I'm cleaner than the cleanest person I know.
Do you think that the panhandlers are more drug addicts and alcoholics versus the true homeless people?
Yeah, I would say about probably a good chunk of them are. I'm saying a good chunk of them are probably drug addicts and drunks. The other portions are probably like recreation ones that just do it here and there to calm themselves down and all that. But versus true homeless people, we just walk around town just minding our own business.
Okay.
And if someone's kind enough to do it, we basically would say thank you.
If we knew somebody that could groom you, give you a haircut, wouldn't cost you a dime, okay, washed your clothes for you free of charge, gave you decent clothes to look for a job with, in better, where your appearance looks presentable, would you take that offer?
If someone literally walked up and said that to either me or my friend, I bet you anything, 99% of the time, he'll say sure.
I got a guy that I know that runs a nonprofit called Personal Enhancement, who does haircuts for free. Would you be willing to get a haircut to look more presentable? I have a friend who runs a business that runs a laundromat here in town. if I can talk her into washing your clothes for free, would you be willing to take that offer?
Yeah.
But
I
even
would
if not, I'm willing to wash your clothes for free.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, if I can get somebody to give you clothes that is presentable for a job interview, would you take them?
Yeah.
And then once you're back on your feet, would you be willing to do a second interview?
Yeah.
Okay.
And always remember to pay forward.
That's true. Always show kindness when it's actually given to you.
Okay. Well, guess what? You're gonna get a haircut. Your clothes are gonna get washed, and you are gonna get some presentable clothes. And I will personally get a hold of you sometime next week. Okay.
Well, I'm usually here during the evenings
Mm-hmm.
and over at the library when it's open.
And I will leave my number personally with y'all. And if y'all need
And you've
a
got
shower,
my number.
Yeah, just
or
got done
y'all
putting it
clothes
in,
wash,
so.
y'all can contact me too.
But we're gonna sit there and show you the kindness that's supposed to be done in this city. We're gonna help you get back on your feet. And I appreciate you taking the time to do this interview.
You're welcome.
Any more questions?
Sounds good to me.
Awesome. Tell everybody bye.
Goodbye. Have a nice day. Bless me all.